So I'm Dr. Ben Sykes. I'm an equine ulcer researcher from Coffs Harbour, Australia, currently in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm fortunate I get to spend a lot of time in the States, and so it's great to be here again. In terms of practical strategies, we really start with, the biggest one we start with is hay. If we take, if there's one thing we can do to reduce the risk of ulcers in our horse, it's making sure we have adequate provision of roughage, and specifically meaning hay. And that's really important because it forms this natural protective ball in the stomach, soaks up the acid and stops it splashing around. Next thing we look at from a diet perspective is going to be carbohydrates, and not having excessive carbohydrates. So we can have carbohydrates in the diet, just making sure that they're not excessive, because when we have excessive carbohydrates, that worsens the risk of ulcers in the squamous mucosa. And then the third thing that we look at, sort of the third and the fourth thing we look at, is exercise. And exercise plays two roles. For squamous disease, it's our duration of exercise and our cumulative duration over the course of, say, a week. And for glandular disease, it's the need for rest days. So what we always try to do is make sure that we have rest days built into the horse's normal routine to allow everything to heal and recover sort of on a natural cycle. And then the last one of the big five for me is environmental stress, and really recognizing that glandular disease is primarily a behavioral disease, and recognizing those behavioral stresses around the horse's environment and minimizing those to have flow-on effects to minimize the risk of glandular disease in that population.